Ale!
Slovensko! Slovensko! Heja, 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 Slovensko!
After 8 p.m. local time, Tuesday night, welcome back to Ostrava. It is the final day. It is the final night. It is the final game of group play as we wrap it all up here. Sweden, they've been the best in the group by far here in Group B, undefeated and trying to remain perfect. We know they're top in the group. Juraj Slafkovský, he comes in. 6 assists, still looking for his first goal of the tournament. And we know Slovakia also into the quarterfinals. Here's the captains, Tatar, Karlsson, as they meet at center ice. Both these teams into the quarterfinals. Nothing can change in that department, but what you can do is get your game grooving when it comes to those quarters and a must-win game. Your referees are from USA, Germany. Then running the lines are from USA as well. There's Sam Malem, the head coach of Team Sweden, in his second appearance behind the bench at the World Hockey Championship for his nation. Head coach for Slovakia, Craig Ramsey, a familiar face, his 6th year behind the bench. Played for the Buffalo Sabres back in the days in the Hall of Fame back in New York for that wonderful organization. He is a folk hero in Slovakia. So Brian Engblom, we do know this. We know that Sweden will take on Finland in a quarterfinal. We know Slovakia is going to travel to Prague and take on Canada in a quarterfinal. You talked about it a bit off the top, but for you personally, this game, both sides, what do you think it means to both of these teams?
The Swedes have played a really smooth game, sort of typical for them. I don't think they change anything. Until they hit some adversity, there's not much that's going to change in Sweden's world. As far as the Slovaks go, they can continue to work on their game. I'll be interested to see if they even try to ruffle the feathers of Sweden. They're getting prepared. The one thing that Slovakia has to work on is their power play. The power play is awful. They're 1 for 19. That's simply not good enough. You need some big goals in the medal round.
Stanislav Skrvanik in net for Slovakia. Filip Gustafsson, a 3-0 record, as he's got the second best save percentage in the tournament. 927 coming in. He's in net for Sweden. Underway, Slafkovský for Pospisil. Interesting little twist on this line. It's Slafkovský, Pospisil, and Cehlarik now up front. Slafkovský spinning, trying to get it in front. First time we've seen this line in the tournament. Tim Heat hits Slafkovský. He'll protect the puck. And don't tell the fan base this doesn't mean anything, because they are here, they are loud. Cehlarik right on and squeezed by Gustafsson. Outstanding crowd again tonight here inside Ostrava Arena.
I love seeing that Slovakia put Pospisil with Slafkovský and Cehlarik. Pospisil's been a really interesting guy. He has been in your face. He has been smash mouth. He has scored goals. He's been a little quieter as the tournament's gone on. But which guy is going to play? He'll be able to open up some room and get to the net front and stir things up. Will he do it here against Sweden? I don't know. Or is he saving it for the medal round?
Nemitz blast just wide. Ivan in deep. Brings it around the net. Up to Simon Nemitz, the number 2 overall pick in Montreal in that draft. Second only to Juraj Slafkovský. What a draft it was for Slovakia, as those two players went 1-2, Montreal and New Jersey respectively. Listen to this crowd. Ivan, wrist shot, that was stopped. He'll follow up the backhand, and Gustafsson 2 stops. Third one as Tatar, the captain, trying to jam it free. And I love this line too as well. You got Tatar, Hudacek, and Singel. Libor Hudacek leads the team 5 goals, 9 points. He has been a sniper on this team. Some great shots in the tournament.
Hudacek has taken the game over at times and made some great individual rushes. Just taking it, challenging defensemen, making some great shots, and inspiring his team. I love the way he's played. And Tatar does it in more of a classic way, but he really puts in the effort. He has spurred them on at the right time by using great wheels and quickness. And I think Craig Ramsey had to have been pretty happy so far with this team.
Interference call early. Mario Gorman's going to go to the box. So the one thing Sweden wanted to talk about and work on this game, the power play. They'll get that chance right now. There's the penalty.
Yeah, they scored a couple of goals over the last game or two. They got an interference call against the Slovaks now. And for Sweden, sometimes they just get too cute. They move the puck around too much, look for too much of a perfect play. And right now, to start this off, no Erik Karlsson on the power play. Interesting.
It's been Karlsson, Hedman, 2 defenders on the power play, so a little bit of a tweak there. Here's Hedman on the block. Across. Kempe, one-timer. He's still looking for his first goal as well. Adrian Kempe, 4 assists. He's got the puck. Kempe interrupted there. Had 41 goals a couple seasons ago with LA to Kempe. Trying to find Lucas Raymond. Held in far wall. Hedman pops it back in. There's Raymond. Joel Eriksson. He's out there as well. Hedman. Rasmus Dahlin. Dahlin works it down low. Gets it back from Raymond. Up top. Hedman's bomb deflected and just wide. Dahlin.
I think they're just looking for different looks. I think that they definitely want Kempe scoring some goals, and he needs to be on that right wing side.
Hedman slap pass, score. As Hedman let it go, the deflection, Lucas Raymond power play goal, and it's 1-0 Sweden.
And that's probably the most basic that the power play has looked since they've been on it. I'm not blaming Erik Karlsson, but when Erik Karlsson gets out there on the power play, things are different. Everybody tends to give the puck to him, and he hangs on to it, and he makes plays that he wants. Sometimes they just mess around with it too much and nothing happens. Well, when Victor Hedman gets out there, he plays a more basic game. He always has. He's used to playing with Kucherov on one side and Stamkos on the other, but Victor is not afraid to shoot the puck. And this is a terrific, intelligent shot pass right along the ice for a deflection, and Sweden's power play is effective right off the bat.
And what a year continuing for Lucas Raymond. In the NHL, he had a 31-goal season, career high for him. He's got his 4th goal of this championship. And the youngster, just 21 years of age, just turned 22, by the way, in March. My apologies. He's got a letter on his chest. He's wearing the A for this team. So that's pretty cool for Lucas Raymond. Here's Slafkovsky at Smith. Solaric up the right side. In with Pospisil. Pospisil pops it back. Rich shot, glove down. Great look, Gaidos into the mitt of Gustafsson. Nice passing there.
Craig Ramsey will be looking for things like this. They just got scored on. How are you going to react? We're getting into the medal round. So, no slumps, no sagging, no hanging your head. Get right back out there and make something happen. And the Slovaks do that. Nice passing play. 3-way, get shots from the high slot. That's the opening in this tournament. High slot areas, teams tend to sag back. Defensemen can walk down, and guys coming late on the play, forwards on the rush, can get chances like that as well.
Hudacek, Eriksson, Thomas Tatar, and Hedman battle. Hedman, he blew a tire. Shingal chasing him. Played to the far point, held in there. Nice play by Ivan. Pass in front, Nemitz. It was just behind Simon Nemitz, but he'll fire it in. Marcus Johansson had the game off last game just to get some rest. Him and Burakovsky are the point leaders, both 9 points each for Sweden. Kempe, big body check. Marcus Johansson, he's pinned by Ivan. Johansson, good work. Pettersson, that little pass intended in front for Eriksson. So it's the Penguins combination on the back end in Erik Karlsson and Pettersson. They started the tournament with Sam Hallam. Wow. Behind the play, Hudacek.
And Pettersson.
Wow.
And Pettersson pushed him over. So a little conversation going on. Hudacek's not happy. Feels maybe a little taken advantage of there. There's a little bump. It was against Eriksson. So he's looking one direction, and Pettersson gives him a little push here. And because he's a little off balance there, and he pushes a pretty good shove there right between the shoulder blades. So the referees let it go. That's good. All right, it sets the tone here. Both teams are edgy, and that's good news for the coaches again. They're getting ready. Yes, they want to win the game. How you win the game is as important whether you win it or not.
Pettersson and Karlsson have been paired up the last few games. They are also partners back home at Pittsburgh. It started the tournament, longtime friends growing up in Sweden, Hedman Karlsson, and they're paired up right now on the blue line. Sam Hallam hasn't been shot. He's done a lot of tweaking, and Sweden's yet to lose a game. But again, I think what he said earlier, let's not get comfortable. Let's not get complacent. Let's keep pushing and see what we got here.
Yeah, for sure. A few line changes, a little bit of changes up front, and certainly those changes on the back end, because when you do get under stress in a game in the medal round, and then all of a sudden you start making changes that you haven't made the whole tournament, that's when things go upside down and you don't recover.
Hedman, wrist shot right on, and Skorvanik able to make that save. Pontus Holmberg in front, Burakovsky, and a good save against Skorvanik. Burakovsky point blank stop. Victor Hedman. Erik Karlsson, the captain of the Swedish side, for Raymond. Raymond in for Karlsson behind the net. Pontus Holmberg. And you try to find Burakovsky. Burakovsky. Up top again, Karlsson. And that drive deflects all the way down to Gustafsson.
That shift was a good example of what Sweden will do it in the offensive zone. They'll have a winger, probably a center, though, come up in the middle between the D-men up high, right at the blue line. Either Karlsson or Hedman will give it to them and then loop down low. That one goes for icing. And then Karlsson will slip down. So you get sort of a circular motion. You get a lot of motion inside the zone. Because the ice surface is so big and the Swedes know how to use it, it maintains that smooth engine that they like to run offensively.
And what a luxury for head coach Sam Milan. You got the first overall pick, Rasmus Dahlin. You got Hedman. You got your captain, Karlsson. We just talked about Pettersson. And then even the other guys. I mean, Tim Heed, he plays in the SHL. He's been a real solid defender. A lot of great options. And you've talked about it too. Offense from the back end for Sweden. They've really chipped in too when it comes to production.
27 points coming into this game. 27. That's the most of any D group in the tournament. 9 goals, 18 assists for the D corps, led by Erik Karlsson. No surprise there.
And let's not forget Jonas Brodin as well. A lot of the Minnesota Wild contingent on this team. Team USA as well. We've seen them in this group, and they performed very well for their respective nations. Isaac Lundestrom in the corner. Victor Olofsson. Cherishnak. He'll play it up the right wing past Dahlin. Back forward is Jonas Brodin. They've been paired up a lot. Brodin, Dahlin, that's been a pretty consistent D pairing.
The most consistent for sure, and they are great together. Brodin can play with anybody. He just reads off usually he's with a star player who has a lot of movement to their game.
That wrist shot never found its way through. As Brodin, not scared to let it fly either. Here's Pospisil, a little backhand in. He has played with some grit and sandpaper. There you go. On Karlsson, the captain. Why wouldn't you?
Yep.
I like it, though. I'd love to see Slovakia get a little gritty in this game. Sweden has not been pushed around at all.
Absolutely.
Golian across. Wrist shot. Deflected. Hit Slafkovsky, spins. He tried to get it in front.
It'll show a roadmap for teams that play them in the medal round for sure. If they start messing them around, then it seems to rattle the Swedes at all.
I mean, Slovakia played that game against the United States, and USA had to battle back down two. It was Tkachuk, it was Hughes. Scored late, forced overtime, and it was Hudicek, that OT winner.
And that's why USA was glad that they played them in this game, because they wanted to get ready for the possibility of that happening in the next round.
My apologies. Hudicek the shot. Kellerman got that tip in front. They both celebrated, but it was awesome. Kellerman got the tip. He got the OT winner. Thomas Tatar in his own zone. He's had a really strong, stable tournament as well as the captain. That leadership that he brings, his NHL experience.
I love the way Thomas Tatar has played. He has picked up the tempo. He has forechecked with authority. I mean, just simple, basic hockey things. When the team would just kind of meandering around out there, it was Tatar that took it over, especially early in the tournament, and said, hey, this is the way we have to play.
Sweden has not trailed in this entire tournament, which is mind-blowing. Burakovsky below the goal line. Sweden again, the opening goal. Four bodies in there, just one puck as they'll try to free it up. Burakovsky does. Hedman across, one-time drive, and that was right on Dahlin. Skorvatic, a good stop. Skorvatic comes in a 1-1 record, .811 save percentage, but he's made some nice stops in this tournament.
Plays like that along the wall get everybody's attention. Everybody cheats over. You get a width to the ice pass, and you get scoring chances like that. Doesn't matter which team, which scenario, what time of the game. Those are some of the best chances you're ever going to get. You win a board battle and get it to the other side of the ice, and Dahlin is going to the penalty box.
After the whistle, you wondered if Slovakia would do this, and yeah, there's a little bit of talking, conversations after whistles, trying to push Sweden to get a power play here. 1-0 Sweden, 12:14 to go in the first.
6, minor penalty, tripping.
Rasmus Dahlin in the penalty box, 2 minutes for tripping. Yeah, he definitely got the leg over there. Power play for Slovakia has to get better. More direct, more quick. Don't mess around with it. Get shots to the net. Just basic stuff. They've played around the edges too many times, looking for perfect plays, or just play too slow. Play with some tempo, snap the puck around and get some shots.
Face off, back to the point. Martin Feravari. At the blue line, trying to get it across for Juraj Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky across, big drive. Wow, that was just over. Hudacek with an absolute rocket. He has had some blistering shots. Pospisil's down.
They can't afford to lose him for any time.
Slafkovsky's calling to the athletic therapist right away here. That's not a good sign.
He's an important player for him because he has played so physically, but he also has put points on the board for him. So you get both of that. 3 goals, 4 assists, +5. All good things that are happening for Slovakia when Pospisil is out there. He had a couple of games where he was absolutely a terror. Looks like it's hard to tell. I didn't get a good look at that. We need to get him healed up and healthy. There's a shot off the outside of the goal post. Then Victor Hedman, here comes Pospisil. Oh yeah, and he just looks like I don't think he got tripped. I think he toe picked and went into the boards there, protected his head, but his head went to the side. His shoulder took a big time knock as well. That is not good news because he plays a physical, rugged style. And when you're dinged up there, shoulder area, neck, head, whatever, has a big effect.
3 goals, 7 points, but just not that stuff in the tournament for Pospisil. I mean, he's done a lot more. Physical guy, not scared to go to those tough areas. He's mixed it up as well, agitated. He's done it all for Slovakia in this tournament. Power play continues for Slovakia as they got to try tie this thing up. Little spin Hudacek, who just blistered that crossbar a few moments earlier as Hedman finds it clears. Feravari quickly. Hudacek slams it in. Hedman try to jam it by Slafkovsky. There's Tatar. And the former NHLer Marco Dano goes to work below the goal line. Hudacek in the corner. Dano. Tatar. Tatar trying to spin away from Brodin. He will. Slafkovsky in. Pass. He wanted that stick in front of Marco Dano and it deflects out of play.
Some trouble getting in the zone. I think sometimes they ignore what's in front of them coming up the ice. The Slovaks, they're not the only ones on the power play. There can be big seams on the initial puck carrier coming through the neutral zone. If you come through fast enough, there are seams where you can take the puck deep. But there are set plays that teams have, and they have them in their mind, and they run the plays, and the play is already being defended well against, so you're not dealing with what's in front of your eyes. You got to make adjustments, even on the power play on your entry.
Peter Chereznak in his 4th World Championship. He'll drop it back. Simon Nemitz. He was checked by Johansson at the line.
And Sweden is outstanding on the penalty kill. They have yet to be scored against. 0 for 12, no goals against, and they are aggressive, as you can see.
Johansson steals, cutting in. Marcus Johansson. And Pontus Holmberg in front. He'll go to the line. Karlsson winds up in a good save, Skorvanik, as he steered it out of play. Sweden, Finland, USA, the only teams yet to allow a power play goal.
And so Slovakia, whatever they've talked about and how they want to enter the zone and bring the puck up the ice, Sweden's taken that away from you. So that's exactly my point. If a guy's coming at you and you're supposed to get it to just over the blue line and then bunt it back, but meanwhile you got a guy in your face, even at the tops of the circles in your own end, okay, it's already a busted play, right? It's not going according to how you drew it up. So you got to, the first guy's really got to attack with some speed, come back deep and find some seams.
Chereznak Pavel Regenda takes the pass, stops in the corner. Regenda, Solaric, up top. Heavily winding down, Dahlin's out of the box. Here's Nemitz, that shot blocked. Dahlin's got the puck, and he's on the move for Sweden. Rasmus Dahlin, he'll flip it in and start a change. Solaric at his own blue line. Freed up in front, Grundstrom backhand, and Skorvanik stopped that. Through the midway point here of this first period, our final game of group play. Day off tomorrow, and the quarterfinals begin Thursday. We know Slovakia will take on Canada in Prague. We know Sweden will face Finland here in Ostrava.
That was unfortunate. Overskate the puck there. Shuko had a chance on the rush, and he overskated the puck. Opportunity gone by.
Welcome back to Ostrava on this Tuesday night. 2006, the last time Slovakia beat Sweden. It was 5-2 at the World Hockey Championship. Sweden owns an 8-3 record all-time. Their last meeting back in 2021. And Slovakia won that game 3-1. There's Slafkovsky and backhand feed, and I don't know, pull the trigger. He's still looking for his first. What a great chance for Slafkovsky.
Bad turnover by Brodin, unusual for him.
Brodin and Isaac Lundestrom go to work. Lundestrom has the puck. Through center, he'll chip it in. You know, it's funny watching Slafkovsky, you know, his rookie season this past year, you know, he always seemed to want to pass the puck, and then all of a sudden the confidence came. He scored 20 goals this season. His shot is absolutely lethal as well. You saw it, he was the MVP of the Olympics in 2022. They won the bronze medal. He had 7 goals in that tournament. Slafkovsky has a rocket, he really does.
He should have used it there.
he could whip that shot, there's no doubt. Here comes Tatar. He actually hit one of his bonuses in the final game of the regular season. He scored his 20th on a great little play. Here's Burakovsky cutting in front, and Pontus Holmberg there. And then he hits Hudacek.
Holmberg, Marcus Johansson, and Burakovsky, they have been the line. From start to finish, the most consistent line. Marcus Johansson had the night off the other night. He's one of the elder statesmen. He has had a terrific tournament, 9 points and +10. Burakovsky 9 points and +9 coming into this game. Those guys have been fantastic, and they've carried the mail for them. Yeah, we are seeing different combinations with Hedman. Sometimes with Karlsson, sometimes with other defensemen out there. He's been out with Pettersson at times.
Here's Burakovsky. Little shuffle move. He'll spin around. And that deflects high off a stick and out of play. You know what that is for Sam Wilhelm, Brian? That's called a luxury to have the guys that he has.
Well, it's interesting for Victor Hedman. Victor's got a goal and 4 assists, so we've got 5 points in the tournament so far. Coming into the tournament, Victor Hedman had 7 points in 27 games in World Championship competition. He's a very disciplined guy. He plays the way he's supposed to in all the situations. He doesn't freelance it, he plays it by the book, and he will sacrifice his own stats if he thinks it's the right thing to do and how they want to play. But he's been more aggressive when it comes to the execution of his shots and passes both on the power play and at even strength. And man, he can zip the puck from the blue line in.
What a player. Two-time Stanley Cup champ. Won the Norris back in 2018. Conn Smythe 2020. And he seems to just keep getting better with age, Brian, much like you in Tampa. Maybe it's something in Tampa going on there.
Yeah, during the summer, he went back to basic training again. Shooting, stick handling, and passing. And it's shown in his game. You're never too old to do that. It was really good. His passing, everything. His shots were so much more accurate this year. He scored some beauties from the blue line in, picking the top shelf on the wrist shot. He's hammered the puck a handful of times at over 100 miles an hour on the one-timer too, but very controlled 100 mile an hour, not like high, wide, crazy shots.
76 points in the NHL this season for him as Nemitz wrist shot wide. And he's getting some help back there as trade today for Ryan McDonough coming back to Tampa.
Yeah, how about that? They will be ecstatic. Good buddies. Everybody loved Ryan. Nobody wanted to see him go. Salary cap issues. And yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning have traded back for Ryan McDonough.
1-0 Sweden here in Ostrava. Under 7 minutes to go. Singel. Off the right wing. Here comes Solaric. In on Dali. Solaric takes it around the net. Wrist shot, a floater. Miss. Slafkovsky was looking for the redirect or rebound. Here's Singel. Back pass, Slafkovsky. Juraj Slafkovsky, he'll dish off. Martin Ferivari slams it in at the side of the net, jammed at, and it comes to the near wall. Gustafsson's been sharp. He's been looking at all that, the banks, the shots in, the tips, and he's had great positioning in this game.
Always. Slafkovsky gets so much ice time, more game in and game out, more than any other forward on Slovakia, and in some periods he'll get more than any of his defensemen as well too. He knows how to manage his game, but sometimes I think he slows it down so much to stay in the game that he misses some opportunities by not picking up the pace a little bit.
Just 20 years of age, Juraj Slafkovsky just turned 20 back in March.
He has no problem in the heavy going when there's people hanging on him either.
Isaac Lundestrom cutting in for Sweden. He'll shoot, trying to tuck it short side, and Skrvanek to stop. Lundestrom, oh, the reverse check. He's got the puck, tries to tuck it in. Follow-up try. Zetterlund there as well. And a big pileup in front, and it continues. And here's that stuff that Slovakia can bring. Man, that was somewhere Peter Forsberg smiling, that reverse hit.
Exactly what I was going to say, yeah. Appropriate.
He was here day one of this championship. He'll like that. How cool is that? So that's the fan zone just outside the building. We get to walk through that entrance every day. And when Slovakia is playing, that's what's up. And it is awesome out there.
Jam-packed in here again, too. You can hear the drummers and the singing and the dancing and everything else that goes on.
Andre Golian, and you can see Fabian Zetterlund. They both got offsetting minors. 5:16 to go. 1-0 Sweden. Final game of group play. Here's Milos Kellerman. 2 goals, 4 points in the tournament. He'll bring it in. That drive kicked aside as William Chaco right on. Kellerman, good body check. Nearly got a good chance in front. Karlsson picked it up. Little sauce pass for Holmberg. Holmberg will drop it back. Raymond back to her feet. Karlsson cruising in.
He's all over the ice. You can't tell what position Erik Karlsson's playing.
Here's a steal. Pavel Regenda in shot. He missed up top corner. Regenda played in the AHL in San Diego this year. That was blocked as Regenda came again through the late pass. And that try was stopped as Martin Vasko-Rudis. Wow, Slovakia, a bit of a buzz right there on that chip. Fans approve of the effort. Hard to hear the whistles in here. Dahlin, Eriksson Ek, Mark Modano took it away. Wrist shot again. As Martin Vasko-Rudis hasn't seen a ton of ice time, but man, he's noticeable on this shift. Singal to steal. And finally, it's popped to center. Here's Marcus Johansson. Nice move. He's trying to weave in. Kempe in the corner.
That was Singal that set him up with that beautiful back between the legs pass.
Eriksson Ek for Kempe. Kempe to Jonas Brody. Dahlin into the corner. Kempe. Johansson blew a tire. Slavkovsky chips along the wall. Suka. There's Ivan. In stride. Sukal. He'll leave it for Slavkovsky. Big hit at the blue line, and a good job from Brunstrom to stay on his feet. Here's Froden. Froden drops, and the linesman blew a tire. Everyone's slipping. That ice was slippery. Up to Pettersson. He'll throw it to space. Solaric chasing after it. 3 minutes to go. Sukal able to free it up. Cherishnak. Solaric, Slavkovsky, both at the blue line, can't advance play.
The Swedes have done a good job of jamming things up at the blue line. It's difficult, even 5-on-5, for the Slovaks to get in. They're going to have to dump in a couple of times, maybe, and back them off, or even dump it in 20, 25 feet behind them and get right on top of it.
Stretch pass for Sorensen. Broken up at the blue line, and Lundestrom, he had some speed. He's got to get back on side. German up the right wing. He'll fire it in. Edmund and Karlsson out together. Sorensen at center. He got checked. Singal. Puck available right at center ice. Singal tried to chip it in deep. Regenda. He gave it away.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a bit of Karlsson and Hedman back together again.
Longtime friends as youngsters growing up. Obviously competing a lot against each other, and it's pretty cool to see them. Every anthem, at the end of every game, they're arm in arm together.
They hadn't played together since they were about 14. And they were really happy to do it here. Started the tournament, the first 2 games for sure they played together, and then they weren't for a couple of games. Now it's been a little bit of a mixed bag, back and forth. And as the game goes, it'll change certainly in any medal game as well. And plus, they're going to get more ice time than anybody else as well, so that has a lot to do with it.
Lucas Raymond has the only goal so far in the corner. Trying to bring it in front. The Detroit Red Wings and Lucas Raymond nearly crawled in on the final couple days. Literally came down to the final few minutes of the regular season. He scored late at the Bell Center, like 3 seconds to go in regulation. Forced the OT. Didn't work out in their favor anyways, but it was pretty cool stuff. He scored back-to-back. One in Detroit and then one in Montreal. Late to tie it. Karlsson lost the puck in the corner.
See, there's Karlsson over in the left corner. He's the right D-man.
He's on the puck. Karlsson stops, and he'll drop it off. Regenda got dropped. Play continues. Hedman couldn't pull the trigger. Final minute, and it comes to center.
That's where the Swedes are vulnerable. We've seen them in the offensive zone. Not just the D-man, but even forwards coming up high. They'll do lateral passes just inside the offensive blue line. Once they're in the zone even, they're risky plays. And if you can put pressure on them, turn pucks over, you get outnumbered attacks, even breakaways, because they mess around out there, out by the blue line, pretty often.
William Chaco up the right side. Chaco at Pascal Rudis getting some ice time here. Pass out of the reach of Kempe. Peter Cherishnak was the best D-man in the Czech League, Czech Extraliga back in 2022, part of that bronze medal Olympic team as well. Look out for Varias Kempe cruising in. And that'll do it. Horn sounds. What did Sweden, Brian, for 20 minutes?
Yeah, Sweden scores the 1 goal. Slovakia had a couple of looks. They had a couple of chances, and they're not going to have a lot of puck possession in this game because Sweden is so good at controlling it. Even when they don't have it, they control the surface of the ice. So when Slovakia gets a little bit of pressure, they got to score.
Final night of group play with Brian Mudryk, Brian Engblom, and Claire Hanna as we send it over to Mark Rowe and Dave Reed.
boys, keep it fair and safe, okay? Have a good one, wide is first. Good. Good, follow through, follow through. Hands off, hands off. Stick, good. Good, move, move. Loose. Stay out, 76. Good, good.
Seven, interference.
We don't want that, okay? We don't want that. Good, good, loose, loose. Don't hold it, don't hold it. Don't hold it. Move, boys, move, 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 move. Sticks down.
Rasmus, tripping. I have you with your foot.
He went into the boards hard.
After hit or?
He like toe picked going into the boards.
Good, hat, hat. 79, 79. Good. Good, good, good. And 98, and 98. Yeah, hits him as well. 98, 43. Let's go. Hat.
Welcome back to Northeastern Czechia. We're in Ostrava, final night of group play here at the World Hockey Championship. Sweden has been perfect in this group. A chance to go 7-0 and collect 21 points in group play. It's happened over the last 10 years a few times. 2014, Russia did it, 1 goal. 2015, same story for Canada. 2016, guess what? Finland did it and ended up losing the gold medal. Russia in 2019, then lost, though, in the semifinal. Sweden, can they get it done? They got the 1-0 lead and about to start the second period. The bad news, though, for Slovakia on the other side of things is that no sign of Martin Pospisil after he went hard into those boards.
Yeah, the terrible crash into the boards. He played 1 minute and 53 seconds. Apparently he's on his way out of the building already, and that's bad news. He's played really well. Second leading scorer on the team with 7 points.
Here's Solaric in front. The pass from Slafkovsky. Opening stages of the second period. So we'll try and keep you updated on Martin Pospisil. But tough news, as we know, Slovakia will take on Canada in a quarterfinal. Hand pass will stop play here, and we know Sweden will take on Finland. By the way, 0-0 score in their final game. Switzerland-Finland may have a 0-0 contest there.
Simon Nemec had most of the ice time for Slovakia. He had just short of 7.5 minutes. And Victor Hedman, Victor was over 9 minutes
Saw that.
in that first period.
The big man logs big minutes in the NHL and here as well. So Team Slovakia just confirming that Pospisil will not return to the game tonight. Day off tomorrow, and of course the quarterfinals. Slovakia will travel to Prague, and they will take on Canada on Thursday. Here's Hedman across for Tim Heed. Heed just out of the reach of Marcus Johansson. Martin Farivari for Solaric, and slammed in by Slafkovsky. William Chaco popped off his stick. Chaco, number 48, he skates back after Hedman. Someone's stick blade went flying across the ice as they've lost it. Levon. Nemec loads up the drop pass and hammered right into Gustafsson, who has been perfect thus far.
Yeah, not an easy shot to handle, but it was unobstructed view. Puck was rolling a little bit. Those can dip and dive, but he was really careful. Gustafsson got down, made the full effect save. 3 wins for Gustafsson, 1.67 goals against, 927 save percentage here in the tournament.
Nadia Sukol. In to take the draw. Little delay. Puck is dropped. Right up the draw in the jam play. Hudacek never got that shot through. Here's Burakovsky. Flips to Lucas Raymond, the goal scorer in this game. Karlsson across. Pettersson. Pontus Holmberg shot. Gloved down by Skorvanik. And I think the goalie they'll go with has been their go-to guy, Samuel Halava. He's been brilliant for Slovakia in the tournament in that.
D to D into the middle of the ice. That's the way they work it, and they do it very well. Pontus Holmberg has quietly been extremely efficient. Played on that line with Johansson and Burakovsky. The other two maybe a little more noticeable, but Holmberg services them in every way possible. Covers up for stuff, facilitates them with the puck, gets face-offs. That's the way Sweden likes to do it in the offensive zone, though. If somebody circle up and come right down the gut, middle of the ice, always that movement. There's a little bit of circular motion from at least one player on Sweden every time they get in the offensive zone.
Holmberg career highs with the Leafs back in the NHL, 17 points in 54 games. And Fred Berube, the new head coach in Toronto. Here's Karlsson. Played it to center, nobody there, and Skorvanik got to play it for German. Regenda tried that give and go, and I think Slovakia in offside. And then the big Czech, Lucas Raymond, got knocked down. His stick went flying. Raymond's just collecting his stick now, and he's got a few words for the official as he starts a change. That's the tough thing in a game like this. You want to close out strong, you want to play well, but you want to stay healthy and have all your gunners ready to go for the quarterfinal.
Yeah, there was a little pushing and shoving here and there. If somebody feels like they got wronged, a cross check or a slash, or whatever, then there's a little bit of pushing. But you're right. It's not going to be overly taxing, I think, physically in this game. We both kind of wish that Slovakia would do it just so we could see how Sweden reacts. But still, it's going to be sort of unofficial because Sweden is saving himself for those next games.
Yeah, you could argue the same for Slovakia. They would have had a little more sizzle if Latvia could have pulled off the miracle and beat USA. If they would have beat the Americans earlier today in regulation, then they had a chance. Latvia had an outside chance. And Slafkovsky wheeling and dealing behind the net. Juraj Slafkovsky puts on the brakes. Brodin watching him. Oh, tried the little back pass to Dano. Didn't work out. Karavari holds it in. Sukol jumps on the ice. Slovakia has the close change, so able to get some fresh legs out. And it's back to Franishek Gaidos for Faravari. Wanted Sukol up the left side. And that'll be icing. There's Raymond.
Referee's view of Raymond going down. Yeah, he lost his stick. Like I said, a couple of words for the referee. There's a kind of a three-way collision there. Got sideswiped.
One of Switzerland, as they've struck first. They're going to come here for sure. The Swiss will. Solaric will start the play. Karavari gloves it down, bouncing puck, and then he had the hit on Frodin.
Another penalty. Sweden going to the penalty box. So a chance for Slovakia to work on their power play a little bit. Kind of a weird collision out at the blue line, Sweden's end.
Sweden number 59, minor penalty for tripping.
Linus Johansson in the penalty box. Game pretty chopped up now. Nobody really has an advantage. Johansson trying to get back on the back check. Gets a stick in the skates. Yeah, 1 for 19 coming into this game for Slovakia. I mean, not nearly good enough. And the one they had in this game so far did not look very good. Not taking advantage of what's in front of them. They got to tackle with a little bit more speed. If they can win a face-off here and stay in the zone, you can eliminate those entries.
And they did, but Faravari just lost it. Pedersen there and works it quickly. And a clear from Tim Heed. Tim Heed over 100 NHL games with the San Jose Sharks back in the day. Now plays in the SHL. Eriksson Ek with steal, but a better stick. Faravari picked it off. Or Slafkovsky. And that pass off the leg into the corner, and Heed back to work.
Too slow in the neutral zone. They're trying to pick their way in. The Swedes are not going to let them do that. Swedes are a really good penalty killing group. They have great hockey IQs. They know when to pressure. They know how to pressure. Get a guy on backhand just like that. Give him only one alternative, and that other alternative is already being taken away by the next penalty killer.
Slafkovsky and shot. Stop. Follow up to Tarp. In and out. Wow. Follow up. Marco Dano slotted away in the crease. What a push there. Oh, Juraj Slafkovsky nearly at his first. Here's Hudacek. Across. Slafkovsky again trying to slip it through. Best chance on the power play there for
How
Slovakia.
did that not go in? Both of them. One of them had to go off the post, on the near side post. And I thought for a minute it was like the game earlier today where the one went in right off the center post so quickly and play kept going. Nobody was in except the shooter.
We had a post-to-post as well earlier today and stayed out right on the line. Yeah, that one you're talking about hit the camera, came right out. Hudacek. Thought about the one-timer. 20 seconds left of the power play. Singal. Hudacek bounced on it. He's got to get back to center. Solardo, little crafty give and go quick. Regenda goes to the net. And that was picked off real cleanly and set down the ice by Brodin. Out of the box is Linus Johansson, 5-on-5. One last shot here as Cheryshnak's in deep. Eriksson Ek hits him. 6 minutes gone here in this second period. Singal, Nemitz, and good shot block there, Johansson. Rasmus Dahlin leaves for Brody. Adrian Kempe can't hold it in, comes to center, and flipped in for Kempe. Now Slovakia's turn on defense. Simon Nemitz in the corner. Able to work that over, picked up by Mikkel Ivan. Victor Hedman has the puck for Sweden. Up the boards, down the ice, and again it's Ivan. Won a Memorial Cup back in 2019, and for the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League now, as they've changed the name. Lucas Raymond. Here's Hedman again. Just missed Raymond with a pass. Golian in. Raymond hits him. Karlsson waiting for the puck. Tried to deliver in front. That hit Hudacek, went wide. Puck behind the net. Holmberg. For Raymond. Lucas Raymond behind the net. Erik Karlsson. Delivered. Tried that pass in front for Pontus Holmberg again. Hedman leaves. Raymond dishes. Holmberg behind the net. Karlsson. Burakovsky's in front. Shot. Score! He squeezed it in. There was a sliver of daylight, top corner right, and Erik Karlsson found it. 2-0.
He has such a quick delivery, and it's so precise. It fools defenders when he makes passes like that, and certainly fools goaltenders too. Slovakia had some chances. They're in tight. They had more chance than the Swedes. There's a near side post. That was Slavkovsky. And then another post coming back the other way, or maybe the outside of the netting. Had them all looking up at the ceiling, and then Sweden back the other way. And look where Karlsson is. Bottom of the circle. Just that incredible delivery. No, they got deflected too. So he had a little bit of luck there. He had a little bit of luck. That went off the shaft of the stick. It was hard to see from down here. Shaft of the stick and right by the ear. That barely had enough room to fit the puck.
Yet he found a way. His 5th of the tournament. He leads all defensemen now in goals. Does Erik Karlsson, number 5 for him. Here's Cole. They'll flip it in. So 2-0 Sweden again. They've never trailed in the tournament. Now a little more comfort on this lead, up by 2. Mario Gurman. Played in the Western League for Red Deer, Kootenay. Fabian Zetterlund. And we saw some history at this tournament, courtesy Sweden. Earlier versus Latvia, they had 3 goals in 26 seconds, a new tournament record. And a guy that was big was Zetterlund. He had 2 in 17 in that span. And then another one, 3 in 26. It was unbelievable.
And incredible shots they were, too.
Brodin's got to get back. In comes Singel using his speed. Brodin, little flip. In front, 2-on-0, and lifted a little too high.
I think he changed his mind there at the last second. Ran on the racetrack, couldn't make the pass across that he wanted to. Then he had to take a shot.
It was Grunstrom who probably looked up and saw what we saw, like a 2-on-0 and a lot of room. Dahlin, wrist shot. Traffic in front. Brodin got hit in front. I think it hit him as Faravari was also trying to push him out of the way.
So Slovaks are trying to systematically work their way up the ice here. Swedes are very good, smart, positional team, and they back check.
There's a chance right on, and that was swallowed up. Good push by Fasco Rudis on the setup from Orgenda. Orgenda, that body check in the corner, and that's well out of play from Faravari.
Battle level's gone down a little bit here, and because of that, Sweden just kind of picks their spots, and they're up 2-0. Erik Karlsson with yet another goal to add to his collection. Such a great shooter. He disguises his shots so well. He has such a low sort of slinging shots. Disguises it behind his heel when he shoots. His delivery is so good and so precise. Great hands, Erik Karlsson.
Ivan puts it across. Here's Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky at the line. Towards the net, tip just wide, and Hedman's on it. What's mind-boggling to me, all the weapons in Pittsburgh this year, including Erik Karlsson, and how the power play it was near the bottom of the NHL. They just couldn't find a way. Ivan drops, Singal shot blocked.
Yeah, too many great players, and you end up just looking for the perfect play all the time. It's got to be direct, it's got to be precise, and you just move the puck, snap it around like the Germans do. Yeah, with all that talent on Pittsburgh, and they were, what, 30th or 31st or something in the league? It's crazy to think of, but it happens. Like they say, too many cooks.
Hedman, one-timer, he whiffed on that, goes in the corner. Eriksson Ek, freed it up for Kempe. He'll work it across Karlsson. Wrist shot, and through all the bodies and screens, Skorvanik, to his credit, found it and holds. 9:30 to go here on this Tuesday night in Ostrava in the second. Welcome back to our World Championship coverage. Goals from Lucas Raymond, Erik Karlsson. 2-0 Sweden.
And that makes it 29 points from the D-men, 10 goals and 19 assists from the Swedish D-corps. That's the most of anybody in the tournament.
Last 2 years of this championship, Sweden a 6th place finish both years. Still perfect so far here in Czechia in 2024. Here's Raymond in the corner. Raymond got it in. Try to swing that right in, and Skorvanik ready. Zetterlund lost the puck. Burakovsky back. Plays it away from Hudicek. Good burst of speed. Burakovsky weaving in. Still with it. Throws to the line. Pettersson for Karlsson. One timer. Oh, Raymond was all tied up by Tatar. He was ready to pull the trigger. Draws a penalty, though. Pettersson, smooth little pass. Burakovsky finding possession, Slovakia. So they're going to call it a hook, I believe, and Tatar will go to the box.
Yeah, he's complaining. You know what? It looked like a pretty good defensive play to me, too. I'll have to see the replay on this one. Tatar's really disgusted. Raymond was going to take a one-timer from above top of the circle. Lots of hooking penalties. Raymond's going to float around and get ready to shoot. That's just a good play. Well, he got him on the hand a little bit. As soon as a player winces and their hand is hurt a little, he hooked him. He hooked the stick up in the air, and I think his stick slid up and got him in the finger. So I think that's what ended up getting him the penalty.
Edmund, look out. Sukol was trying to track in, poked it away. Still onside as Eriksson Ek tried to sweep it in front. Sukol, second effort up to Dano. Marco Dano knocked it down. Cutting in, short-handed. He got taken down into the end boards.
That's well played, Dahlin. That should be a penalty because he pulled him down after the fact.
Sweden coming regardless. Up top, Edmund space shoots, and he missed just wide. And that was so high that deflected all the way to the top of the netting, near the ceiling, and eventually came down.
Marco Dano should have had a penalty here. because Darlene does a heck of a job on him. It's a one-on-one, and Darlene flattens him right here. Lays the body, and then watch Dano. He's mad. He holds on to him, throws him down. Should have been a penalty. This is classic one-on-one stuff. That's hockey school stuff. That's a heck of a play there by Darlene. Victor Hedman got leveled too, by the way. So busy watching the hit and noticed Victor get piled into the boards.
Power play continues. Karlsson's the quarterback up top for this one this time. Over to Burakovsky. Burakovsky gets it back from Johansson. Marcus Johansson. Below the goal line, up top, and it bounced on Karlsson. Erik Karlsson takes a look behind him. He'll drop it back. Johansson some speed. He walks it in with pace. Throws it behind the wall. There's Zetterlund. Technically not behind the wall, on the wall. He's tough to go behind it. Burakovsky loads up, score! No doubt about that. A rocket one-timer. Power play goal, 3-0 Sweden.
This started with the entry, Brian. I've been talking about this the last I don't know how many games, that other teams where they walk their way up through the neutral zone and start making passes at the offensive blue line, and it doesn't work. Watch Burakovsky come up the ice with speed, and he's in easily. He's already in the corner, so they are able to utilize the width of the ice, get it back, get net front presence. The one-timer gets set up, and it's in the back of the net. Erik Karlsson can disguise it, freeze the goaltender. Now he's got to get over from his right to his left. This one gets deflected too, I'm not sure, but shoots back against the grain. When you have a one-timer like that, the shooter has to decide, is he going short side? Does he think the goaltender's not going to get there in time? More often than not, on the wide ice surface here, the goaltender will get there. So you end up shooting back against the grain. That's what Burakovsky did there. Goaltender comes across, overplays a little bit. There's room on the far side, and Sweden's up 3-0.
Another goal for Burakovsky. He's got 4. He's hit a double-digit points. Another assist for Karlsson. Another point in the game for him. 3-0 Sweden. Here's Hudacek. Through center. Wanted Ivan up the left side. Fabian Zetterlund. He'll flip it in. In comes Isaac Lundestrom of the Anaheim Ducks. Hudacek in the corner. He gets taken out. Olofsson driving in, trying to tuck it home. Rebound, scores. Zetterlund, 4 on the board for Sweden.
Good old-fashioned grinding goal here for the Swedes. That's the kind the coaching staff loves to see. Get in the corner, turn the puck over in the offensive zone, and beat them back to the front of the net. Turnover. Movement's not quick enough for the Slovaks. Overload by the Swedes. Yep, we've got it. They don't got it. Now it's in the back of the net.
Goals 37 seconds apart. Lundestrom buries.
Sweden always controls the tempo of the game. That's a grinding goal. I've called them smooth I don't know how many times in this tournament, right? Still the best name I think of. The tempo is smooth. Everything about their game seems smooth. They know how to grind at times like they do there. And they just start dissecting you, pulling you apart.
Skorvanek out of his net. Goliath in the corner, hit by Wedstrom. Kellerman up the wall, took a hit, but got it to center. Broden at center, lost it. Kellerman back to work, trying to weave in, and Johansson played it away. Tim Heed played recently in the SHL in his past season in the Swiss League, the Swiss National League, their top league in Switzerland. Heed loads up right on and kicked aside by Skorvanek, and that's out of play.
That was a good save, too, because that was coming through traffic. He had to pick that one up, make the pad save. Sweden along the wall. See, they battle too. Another look at that goal. You got one man in front of the net. He doesn't know where to challenge. That was Yvonne, I believe. You're trying to play a 2-on-1 out of the corner. That's one of the toughest things to do. A lot of times you got to leave the puck carrier for the goaltender because he's coming from a bad angle. But then he takes a shot and it's a rebound. If there's anybody in front of the net, you're better off going to that open guy and just trying to bother the puck handler coming out of the corner. Goalie can handle those angles a lot better than shots from the slot suddenly or rebounds.
Rasmus Dahlin. Lucas Raymond in the corner. Raymond, little move around the net. Hit by Gurman. They'll hand it off. Burakovsky. Burakovsky. Checked by Koch. Raymond. Brodin. Lucas Raymond back to work. There are 6 to go. Strip of the puck. Maybe a 2-on-1. Jacko. And again, Brodin got back defensively. Wrapped him up.
An underrated part of Brodin's game is how fast he is. You see him swallow that play up.
Can close the gap in a hurry when he's got to pick up that pace and find that extra gear. Dahlin centered, but nobody home. Pashkoudis. He'll chip it in all the way to Erik Karlsson.
And without the puck, I mean, the Swedes don't make it easy on you. You're coming out of the zone. The Slovaks are just strangled right now. They're having trouble making 2 plays. They have trouble making a long pass to get themselves out of the zone early. Swedes are all over them. Their hockey sense, and they have freedom to use their hockey sense. Sure, they have structure, but they really read off each other well and see what the next logical play is defensively, and they take it away. Reading plays defensively is one of their big strengths as well.
And they've taken the spirit out of this team and this crowd right now. This is the quietest we've heard Ostrava Arena in a long time when Slovakia's playing.
That's what I mean. It's a dissection. They're pulling Slovakia apart, and they don't know what to do anymore when they get the puck. And you get tired of checking. Like, they want to go, right? They're big guys, especially want to get the puck. Let's go. And watch this. Sweden, even on the line change. How many guys are open? There's, okay, 1. He's standing still, so you dump it in. And then 1 pass coming out of the zone catches 3 Slovaks.
Sweden comes again. Victor Olsson drives, and Sporvanik will stop that. 3:55 to go. Sweden has 4. 3:55 to go off the draw. Sweden controls. Here's Erik Karlsson. Wrist shot. Just deflected wide. Lundestrom in front. Heading for Karlsson. He'll flip it in. Lundestrom had that stick. Looking for the redirect. Olsson taken down. Puck battle in the corner. And, you know, both these, the coaching staff, you know, the players say the right thing. You're going to treat this game like a must-win, and you got to bring your ace stuff. As Singel walks it in, throws it in front, but easier said than done. You know, when it kind of gets out of hand, each team knows who they got next in the quarters. You want to stay healthy. It was awful to see Foskis get hurt.
Yeah, that's a big hurt for Slovakia. There's a look at some of the chances Slovakia had, and then here's Sweden. A couple of big-time shots. The Karlsson one was a deflection. It fit right in the top corner. And then a grinding goal. It's good to have those two. Pulled the puck off the wall, walked it out front, hammered at the net, go for rebounds. A little bit of everything from the Swedes in this game. On that last rush by Slovakia, too, they started to come out. Erik Karlsson started standing up on the Slovak side of the center red line. So you don't get any momentum going at all in a one-on-one. Then Victor Hedman came across once they made a pass into the middle, swallowed that up, and they just turned it over and chewed it up before it even got close to the Swedish blue line.
Linus Johansson was reaching for the puck, turned over to throw it in, and then it comes to center. Grundstrom chipped at it. Tim Heed back to Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson gets it back, tries again up that left side. Grundstrom there. He was tangled up. As Froden goes to the net, Grundstrom stops. Little flip, but he gave it away right to Gregenda. Juraj Slafkovsky hunting for that puck, but Sweden so crisp with their passing as they've done all tournament long. Lucas Raymond fires in for Holmberg. Brodin across. Rasmus Dahlin. That wrist shot blocked. He'll get another try. And comes to center. As Dahlin, what a season. 20 goals, 59 points. That's a career high for him. 20 goals in the NHL as a defenseman. That's impressive.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. He's so good from the offensive blue line in. It's not like he leads the rush a lot. He's the second wave, and from the blue line in, simply outstanding.
Pass in front, Burakovsky, and that blue line, they just added Bowen Bryland. Owen Power, he's competing for Canada this World Championship. I mean, their defense is looking real good.
Yeah, it's a great way to build a team for sure. Terrific young defense like that. Mobile, the way the game is played now. You got to be able to skate and handle the puck and get up on the play and score some goals. They are building it the right way.
They got Dick Samuelson there. They blocked him up for a number of years as well. So Lindy Ruff is going to have a lot of pretty nice pieces on the back end to work with in Buffalo.
Olofsson with the big one-timer on the power play.
And how about that J.J. Peterka guy we've seen compete for Germany?
Yeah, don't forget him.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a tournament too.
He had another big day again today. He's really back in it again now. Peterka really played well. He's got some jam in his game, and he is jumping.
Karlsson loads up, already won in the game. Bank job, nearly, and right through the crease. Eriksson Ek, really good effort from below the goal line. Final minute here in the second period of Ostrava. Hedman spinning, shooting, loosed a little bit, but Stanislav Skorvanik will squeeze for a faceoff.
Nice puck handling there. Eye-hand coordination. How about that in the crowd? Jonas Brodin. Look at that. I mean, that's incredible. Knocking the puck out of the air. Two guys go by him. Sits it down. Backhand pass and back into the zone. The Slovaks are just getting worn down.
Here's Solaric at center, played it to the line, right up to Johansson. Kempe for Karlsson. It's exciting for a lot of these nations to see the combinations that they have. Penalty coming up, Johansson taken down, another power play for Sweden. With NHL players coming back to the Olympics, the Four Nations Cup, you know, if you're a fan of Sweden and you see, oh, Hedman, Karlsson paired up together. I mean, just kind of the combinations forward, deep pairs that, you know, a lot of teams are looking for now. It's exciting.
Ferravari, the latest victim in the penalty box for Slovakia. And again, they're just getting tired of chasing. He falls down, ends up taking the feet out from underneath him. When you chase all the time, fatigue level is way more. They just got to survive another 12 seconds here to get off the ice and rest.
And you could argue too, I mean, one more for Sweden in that third period. You just want to Get out clean, safe, healthy, and get ready for your quarterfinal matchup. Edmund. Kempe. Waiting, try to work it through. 5 seconds left, and clear, and that should do it. 40 minutes in play. 20 minutes away, Brian, from wrapping up group play officially.
The dissection continues for Sweden. They just tear you apart, precise, and at times grinding, and Slovaks have nothing going right now.
Speaking of grinding, some of the hardest working guys in show business are next. Mark Rowe, Dave Reed have you covered with the intermission.
Just in 3 minutes. So if you have the official IIHF or the just say that you are going to be
Sorry, boys.
Here we go, boys. Work hard. See everything. Let's go.
Team on three. 1, 2, 3, team.
Here we go, boys. Another good one. Weight down and set down. Down.
Off. Accidental. Accidental, boys. Accidental. 100%, Lucas. You get. Let's go. Let's go. Skate, man. Skate. Good job, man. Hey, 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 hey. Stick. Stick. Last time. 91.
Get in front. Right here, right here.
Move. 79, 79, 79. Heads off. Huda check. Mr. Huda check. Good. Loose.
Here we go, boys. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey.
Stick. Good stay out, boys. 90. Good stay out.
Hook.
Sticks down, boys. Sticks down. Good. Good. Good, good. Move, move. Das Haarflock hat mir. Das Haarflock hat nach einem Markt mit
Everybody get down in here.
Please welcome back Team Sweden.
10 p.m. local time here on this Tuesday night as Juraj Slafkovsky chatting things over with Martin Pashko-Rudis. So right now, 4-0 Sweden. The Swiss are leading right now 2-1, Brian, over in Prague. So if Switzerland happens to win, then we know the matchups. In Prague, it'll be Canada, Slovakia, USA, Czechia. Here it'd be Sweden, Finland, and Switzerland, Germany. If Finland can come back, then it'll be Sweden, Finland here, USA, Switzerland here, and in Prague, Canada, Slovakia, Czechia, Germany. So that game will kind of seal everything when it comes to the official quarterfinal matchups. But here, Sweden up by 4 and a chance to be absolutely perfect in group play here, Group B of Ostrava. Puck drop underway in this third period. Fired in by Slovakia, wobbler right to Gustafsson. He'll play that into the corner. Burakovsky spins away from Sukol. Marcus Johansson some pace. He'll bring it in. Up top for Erik Karlsson as they start this period on a power play. Still got 1:15 to work with. Olofsson. As Ferravari in the box. That penalty carrying over from the second frame. Olofsson got dropped. Sukol will delay and go to Marco Dano. And at center, he's going to lift it in.
Slovakia looks like they're going to be content to just play positional hockey, try not to give anything up more. They got to kill this penalty off. See if they can get something on the board, though, so psychologically some of their guys can have a little confidence going into that last game. The big blow for them has been that Pospisil was knocked out of the game, and it did not look good. Has not come back. He played 1.5 minutes for Slovakia. Pospisil, one of their most influential players in this tournament, physically, on the scoreboard, everything, and not available, at least for now.
Edmund with that speed got it to Dahlin. Eriksson up for Kempe. Kempe, Joel Eriksson for Kempe in the corner. Eriksson to the forehand. Couldn't power that through. Ferravari on his skates, ready to come out of the box, and he will. 5-on-5 hockey during this third period.
Only 12 shots so far for the Slovaks. Sustained pressure. They haven't had much. They haven't gone to the net consistently. The Swedes have just been so good at jamming them up in the neutral zone and on the attack.
Here's Thomas Tatar. Weaving in. Slafkovsky was tracking towards the net. Tatar got smoked right in front of the Swedish bench. Linus Johnson. Johansson brings it in. Grunstrom backhand in front. Oh, good draw by Froden. And Skorvanek kept it out. Pettersson Long distance wrist shot, and Skorvanik will squeeze in the glove.
Slovakia is just so constricted, you know, trying to come up the ice. The Swedes are good at just confronting them everywhere, and it just takes their hope away after a while. And then Sweden comes back the other way, get a little bit of inside position. Froden with a really good redirection. Really good stop by the goaltender, Skorvanik.
Pontus Holmberg setting up with Lukas Shingo.
Skorvanik's had a good tournament. One win, but 3.53 goals against. Save percentage is not great. They've had their issues sometimes, and they don't give up a ton of shots, but Skorvanik's been good in goal for them.
Samuel Holovai's been the guy, a 3-0 record for him, as he's got all the wins. Dahlin has shot right on. Holovai just signed a 2-year deal with the Wild in the NHL, so you have to think he'll be the guy versus Canada. Burakovsky wrist shot, and Skorvanik stopping that as well, keeping it 4-0. Brodin for Dahlin, wrist shot deflected. Burakovsky was in tight, and Furavari has it. Pascarudas over the line, and that wrist shot off the stick and high and out of play.
Swedes sticking to their discipline. When they turn the puck over, their guys come back through the middle and they pick somebody up away from the puck. It could be on the opposite side of the ice. So then there's nobody really to pass through. No seams to open up, no speed, no fast breakout, no long passes, anything like that that they would like to do to get going. And the Slovaks are going to have to try to work on their game to attack with more speed and make some distance between them and the Swedes, push them back a little bit. They seem to slow down often because they're picking their way up the ice, and that plays right into the way Sweden plays defensively.
Here's Zetterlund in front. Olsen shot up high, and again stops Skorvanik. And his mask is rattled. He's got a, he called the official right away. The mask was knocked loose, so he's got to fix that.
The way players shoot now, they're going for those top corners all the time. The goaltenders are going down. That popped him right in the chin. And the torque of those shots when it hits the chin pops that strap off. Gives the referee the signal.
That guy can shoot it. Victor Olofsson. He actually won a Champions Hockey League title with Rasmus Dahlin in Europe. Started his career in the NHL with 8 straight power play goals, and we've seen that shot on display since he's come into the National Hockey League. Kudicek will flip to center. Kempe. And played over to Hedman. You know, the young players in Slovakia, back-to-back under-18 World Hockey Championship. It was just held near Helsinki in Vanta and Espoo. And Slovakia there made the bronze medal game again, back-to-back years. And a penalty coming up as that was slashed out of the hand Johansson's stick. Tatar's going to go to the box.
This is the second time Tatar is just fit to be tied. I don't blame him for this one either. The first one, it was just on the stick. It touched the player's hand a little bit. He's really PO'd on this one. He was checking on Kempe. Kempe had the puck. And next thing you know, he didn't have the puck because he didn't have a stick. Here's Kempe. Tatar just getting on him. Yeah, he comes down on the stick, but my goodness, you're supposed to hold on to the stick. He's going, this is the NHL, isn't it?
That might be your least favorite call, is that what you
Oh, it is my least favorite call.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you don't like that
it is. I hate that call. I hate that call.
Just to finish up the story on the U18s, for the first time in 20 years, Slovakia at that level, back-to-back bronze medal games. They finished 4th back-to-back years, but it just goes to show the young players coming up. And you could talk about Slavkovsky, Nemitz, as they went 1-2 first time in the history of that program. And that's Miro Shatan. He's the president now of Slovak hockey. We just saw his son, Miro Jr., who's not that junior, he's 6'7", compete in that tournament. And it's great to see for this program. As Sweden, a shot right on again on Skorvanik, and it's all about building. And you know what? Yeah. This team, you know, that bronze medal, that was historic as well at the Olympics a few years back in 2022.
Good, hands up, hands up. Good.
puck control by the Swedes, man. I mean, their individual skill level should not be overlooked. Their systematic play, the way they move the puck. Eriksson Ek, real good tournament. He and his line mates really set the tone for the Swedes. The first 2 games, they were everywhere. Eriksson Ek and Raymond, especially Kempe, was flying up and down the wing. They were the most noticeable trio for the Swedes, for sure. Since then, they've played solid, but it was other guys that took over. Marcus Johansson, Burakovsky, who still lead them in points. And, of course, you're always looking at Erik Karlsson because he's all over the ice. But that's how it sort of changed over the course of the tournament for the Swedes. So that balance has you worried when you play against them who's going to hurt you the most.
Hedman will dish it in. There's Dahlin. Big bump by Koch in the corner. German. They'll kill off some more time. Raymond trying to dig it free with Dahlin. He's in deep with Eriksson Ek. And if there was a wish list for both teams before the quarters, it's probably a Kempe goal and a Slafkovsky goal. 2 guys that each side would like to get going here. When it's win or go home, finally they're going to blow this down. There was a pileup of bodies and the puck wasn't moving anywhere.
I'll tell you why I hate that slashing the stick out of a guy's hands. Why that should not be a penalty. My rookie year, I'm playing in Philadelphia. I'm watching Bobby Clark. The puck's in the corner. Flyers get the puck. Just before they pass it to Clark, I'm right on him. He slashes my stick. It goes into the corner. So now I'm standing there without a stick. They pass it to Bobby. Clark scores the goal. I am standing there, and he just looked at me like, hey, kid, this is the NHL. Hang on to your stick. He didn't even have to say it. I just knew it by the look. So I learned the hard way. And to me, it should still be that way. This is, you're not 12 years old. This is the NHL. Hang on to your stick. If it gets broken in the middle, that's a different thing because these sticks have break points in them. And I get that. You're taking advantage of it then. But if you just get the stick knocked out of your hand, should not be a penalty.
What a shot. Zetterlund into the glove of Skorvanik. And Brian, in your defense, you're not the only person Bobby Clark did that to.
No, I know. And it happens to guys all the time. But you're supposed to hang on to your stick.
I hear what you're saying, though. I like it.
I'm not going to change the rule, but I'm just telling you why it bothers me. There's a good save there. Skorvanik still competing, getting out on the edge of the paint. That's always the key. And look how precise that shot was. Some of the nicest goals in this tournament, the Swedes, huh? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They
picked top corners on the move 4, 5, 6 times. And you know what? Marcus Pettersson had 2 of the nicest shots of anybody on Sweden. Not the first guy you picked.
And another guy to pick out is Hudacek. He's had some real nice shots as that right off the draw Johansson just missed. 25 seconds left in this power play for Sweden.
Yuri Slafkovsky at some point has got to start shooting the puck if they're going to go anywhere. He's had the puck a lot. He has more ice time than anybody.
Pass in front. Oh, just batting Zetterlund. My goodness.
Good defensive play at the last second. Shuko took that goal away.
That'll do it for Tatar's penalty. He's coming out of the box as we speak, and Erik Karlsson has the puck. Karlsson, you saw Lundström streaking in. Back for Sorensen behind the net. Ivan took it away. Simon Nimitz. Up for Hudacek. Just out of the reach of Thomas Tatar. Hudacek couldn't get that through Sorensen. A good job to break it up. Nimitz one more time. Up the left side. Still onside. Hudacek. One timer Tatar healed the shot.
See, Slafkovsky's become that guy that with great talent, but he's always looking somewhere else. So until he starts being a threat on the rush somewhere along the line, teams that are smart like Sweden are just going to go, okay, he's not going to shoot. Pick up everybody else, and we'll get the puck back.
Solaric racing after the puck, but Sweden some nice passing as they get it out. Rundström. In with Broden. Kellerman starts the play. Singel. Came to Rasmus Dahlin. Solaric racing after it. No Kaderna, no Marek Karivik in this game for Slovakia. And we mentioned the goalie, Palova. He's not even dressed as the backup for this one. It's Mate Tomic is the backup. 4-0 Sweden here in this third period.
Keep Sweden, number 82, minor penalty for slashing.
Thrown in the penalty box. So here, yeah, right on the hands. Slovaks need to get something going. Get some movement in the game. Move the puck crisply. Have some intent on it here. And not just sort of walk around the outside.
Big collision in front of the net. Tatar for Avari. Here's Slovakia waiting, shooting, and there's that rocket off the post. There you go.
And there was some puck movement too. There was some authority in the puck movement. There you go.
Avari loads up just wide. Tatar tried to free it. Slavkovsky reaching for the puck, and a clear by Sweden. That was a rocket.
Oh yeah, you weren't kidding about that. That's for sure. He got that right in the toe curve there, and he just slung that one right at the goalpost.
Here's Hudacek, watched by Kempe. Tatar. Couldn't get that pass back, and an easy flip down the ice for Sweden.
Again, right at the blue line, no movement. Pass to a guy who's barely moving at the blue line. The Swedes, penalty killing, they eat that up. They don't make it easy for you anywhere. If you don't have the speed and you're not moving your feet somewhere, they're going to swallow you up. Look at that. There we go. Right there on top of him. They can tell. Now, he's not moving very fast. I can take him, and they do. Turn the puck over because the Slovaks have to, all of a sudden they're in trouble. Now it's along the wall. That's what Sweden wants. Sweden gets to it as fast as you do, and you turn the puck over again.
Solaric will drop it back. Cherishnak for Solaric. And he gave it away right to Pettersson down the ice to center. And just 25 seconds remaining in the minor penalty. Here's Regenda. Pavel Regenda. Amos Johansson met him, and he chips it down the ice. Foot race on, trying to get there is Karl Grundstrom. Regenda for Nemitz. Pass up the left side, and Slovakia was in offside. They'll change up. Erikssonek, goal! What a shot! Short-handed marker, Joel Erikssonek, 5-0 Sweden.
Beautiful play there. I think that was Brodin. Turned the puck over again. They close down on Slovakia. They close on you. They close on the puck carrier. Close on you. Turn it over. And then bang. Sting you. Cross-side pass. Left side of the screen. There's Brodin. Yep. Fly pattern. Boom. Top of the circle. Make your decision early. And a beautiful shot for Erikssonek. Really good, solid tournament. We talked about his line was the one who really set the tone for their team early on. They were just dynamic the first 2 games. And then after that, it was just, you know, sort of business as usual. But that's early decision making across the board. What a great pass off from Brodin, diagonally from deep, from inside his own blue line to the far blue line.
Erikssonek, his first 30-goal season back in the National Hockey League with the Wild. A beautiful short-handed goal. And now it's 5-on-5. So nothing on the power play for Slovakia, and they got burned with a shorty. High wrister from Koch missed everything. Rasmussen behind his own net. Sukol finishing his body check on the captain, here, Karlsson. Vasco Rudis just missed the pass to Sukol down the ice, back to the Slovak line. And it just feels weird in here, Brian, a quiet building. It just doesn't feel right with Slovakia playing. That buzz, USA, Slovakia in overtime. My goodness, you couldn't hear yourself thinking here.
See that long pass to Slavkovsky from beside their own net, right to the far blue line. He had a guy right in his back pocket. Where is he going to go? He had to bunt it backwards, back towards his own zone. Again here, closed down on the puck carrier. The other guys are reading off. Where is he looking? We're on to the next one. Close him off. Shut him down. He's closed off. He's closed off. They finally get a look.
Slavkovsky backdoor. Oh, what a passing play! Ivan buries it for his first of the tournament, and that was pretty.
They finally work the seams and get some momentum inside the zone. Slavkovsky to Tatar, and then Tatar with a great cross-ice pass right at the net. Nothing the goaltender can do there. Sweden's defense got split apart. That first pass from Slavkovsky to Tatar really set it up. And then this part was easy. And then the finish, even easier, in it to an empty net.
Like Ivan in his first goal in his fourth World Championship, a big goal, just, you know, feels good, right? They had nothing going on. They break the shutout of Gustafsson. You want to have some good vibes here. Coach this team up, getting ready for your quarterfinal matchup with Canada. And a little life here in the building on this Tuesday night as we wrap up group play. Here's Kellerman at his own line. Ivan circles around, works it back. Nemitz up the left wing. Solaric and Segal coming in. Kellerman. Good contact. Nice reverse hit by Olofsson. He's moving up ice. Here comes Isaac Lundestrom. Also has a goal in this game. 5-1 Sweden. In comes Fasco Rudis. And the puck all the way to the near point. Nobody home. As Peter Chereshnak back. Chereshnak, former best player in the Czech Extraliga a couple years ago. Best defenseman in that league here in Czechia. Marcus Johansson for Eriksson Ek. They'll sling it back in front and just over the stick of Johansson. Up for Brodin. Dahlin. Kempe back for Dahlin. Wrist shot knocked down and chipped down the ice by Slovakia. And that'll be icing. And the face-off in front of Skorvanek.
So a little bit of pop in the game there for Slovakia. Great puck movement. That was a great pass by Tatar. And you have to be careful with that. See how much the puck is rolling too, right? This building is warm. The ice is the third game. These days where we've had 3 games, it's been really rough. The last half of the third game there to keep the puck flat at all.
Edmund will pop that into the corner for Grundstrom. He got spun around, but spun around his guy too. Good battle there. And then Grundstrom had his stick tangled up. Frodin. Linus Johansson. Edmund. Across for Karlsson. Frodin has it. Erik Karlsson, high wrister, right in the crest on Skorvanek. Karlsson jams it back in. Frodin, Hedman, that bomb just wide. Johansson right in the slot area. And finally, enough's enough for Stanislav Skorvanek. He is going to cover up for a face-off. 5-1 Sweden here in the Ostrava. Welcome back inside Ostrava Arena. Wonderful tournament again in Czechia, and it's here for the first time since 2015. Co-host cities, Prague, here in Ostrava. We just saw an amazing graphic. So Sweden is going to go perfect. They won't give up a single point in group play. They haven't done that since 1953. There was less nations in their group at that time. And this time around, absolutely perfect. They're up 5-1, 6:40 to go. Pretty impressive run, but the thing they really want is that gold medal, and that's what they're pushing for. They haven't captured gold since they went back-to-back in 17 and 18. And Dahlin right through the legs and stayed out. Wow. Koch the other way as Patrick Koch plays it in deep. Pontus Holmberg in his own zone. Mario Gurman. And you're right, the puck is just bouncing. It's hard to settle down here, just the normal plays.
That shot from the point, I could have sworn it went in. Went 5-hole, must have kicked off the inside edge of his pad and then off the post. I thought it had hit the center post or something to come right back out, but the players know, they can tell you right away, and play kept going.
Puck right in front, follow-up drive, Tatar nearly squeaked one in by Gustafsson.
Know where to be, when to get there, and what to do when you get there. Thomas Tatar knows all of that.
Welcome back to our coverage World Hockey Championship. Brian Mudryk, Brian Engblom, Blair Hanna with you here in Ostrava. Putting the finishing touches here. Our final of 3 games today. Group play wrapping up. Quarterfinals Thursday. Firavari off the drop. Olofsson has the puck in his own zone, takes a look, flips to center, wanted Lundestrom, and Tatar took it away.
Hudacek, Tatar, and Slafkovsky. That's who's out there now. It's a terrific combination. You've had to change some things because Pospisil got hurt early in the first period and played less than 2 minutes, and we have no idea what his status will be going forward. He definitely did not come back in this game, and that's a big blow. But those are the guys that are going to lead them offensively. Karivik has been pretty good offensively as well. Hudacek, Solaric, those are the guys they lean on. Kellerman's an up and down player. Regenda, haven't really, seen much or heard much from him as the last couple of games have come around. I thought Regenda was really good for them early on. Created a lot, simple plays at the net, got scoring chances, but not as effective lately. So what's going to happen going forward for these guys? 17 points from the D for the Slovaks. You look at the Swedes now, are up to 31 points. That shot from Hedman gets gloved. 31 points from the D-men for Sweden. 17 points. Not bad for the Slovaks, but you see the difference.
Over in Prague, it's now 3-1 Switzerland. So if that holds, and it likely will, here's your quarterfinal matchups. Canada, Slovakia, and Prague. USA, Czechia, and Prague. And here in Ostrava, Sweden, Finland, and Switzerland comes over and will face Germany. So our games would be a lot of fun. Sweden, Finland for us, and Swiss, Germany for us. Battle of the border, and it looks like we got some offsetting minors here as Nemitz and Linus Johansson.
Verbal battle. Yeah, 2 NHLers.
Sweden, number 59,
Oh, sorry, that's Linus Johansson. Not in the NHL. Hasn't been much of that. There was a little bit of a stir early on. They pushed each other a little bit, but it really became a game of structure. Here's why they got the penalties.
Linus Johansson, the captain in Karlsson this year in the SHL. And Slovakia is going to host the Under-18 World Hockey Championship on the men's side. That'll be in 2026. It was a few years back in Poprad and Spišská Nová Ves in the northern part of Slovakia. It's funny talking to Cole Caulfield, teammates with Slafkovsky earlier in the tournament, and they had that pre-competition game in Bratislava, and he says as popular as Slafkovsky is in Montreal right now, he's like Caulfield's quote, like the Pope. He is so famous there. He says in a good way. He says it's unbelievable, you know, how much they love their hockey. You feel it in the building. Yeah. The passion of this fan base is unbelievable, and how much they love their players. And he was the Sportsman of the Year back in 2022 with Slafkovsky when they won that Olympic bronze. And getting to know him in Montreal, I mean, he's such a character, big smile on his face. You talked to Kent Hughes, the Montreal GM, the first overall pick. There's a lot of pressure in a market like Montreal. You played there, you know what it's all about. And he's handled it so well. He's a fun guy to be around, and he puts the team first all the time.
Marty St. Louis has done a really good job with him, too. It was a difficult first year for Slafkovsky, and Marty did a good job. Marty knows what pressure is about. He knows what Montreal is about. Being French-Canadian, didn't play for them, but knows it well enough. Handled them slowly, carefully last year. Big steps forward this year. Fed him the right amount, and you know, kept him structured enough too, so that he could be successful. And so now Slafkovsky,
Johansson in, delays, still waiting. Shot and stopped. Man, that was happening slow-mo right in front of us, and good job. Skorvanik stuck right with him.
Johansson just going, oh, you got me there, buddy. All three guys. And he's coming downhill so fast, right? And he figures, well, I'll make a little move. Really well done. I mean, that's really good goaltending. All right, you make the first move. No, you make the first move. Goaltender wins.
Goes to another shorthanded goal here for Sweden. And Sigel, he's upset. He's hot because Ivan had a stick slashed out of his hands. Regenda with Cherishnak. .330 to go. 25 seconds left in that minor penalty. Marcus Pettersson just missed Grundstrom. He'll kill off some more time here. Pettersson takes a look, and he'll flip it right back in. So a good penalty kill here by Sweden. Under 3 minutes to go. Grundstrom, a little bit of space, posts up, and that right pad kicked out by Skorvanik. It's so interesting, Brian. Every game we've called them all here for Sweden. They just sort of take the life away from the other team.
They do, I know.
They really do. There's not that buzz in the building. They're efficient. They go about their business. They score. They pass around at will, and they get the job done. I mean, it's been clinical.
They dissect you. Yeah.
In front, score. One more. Eriksson jams that in, and this one is pretty much put to bed.
It was put to bed a while ago, control-wise.
Fair enough, Ryan. Fair enough.
By Sweden, but I know what you mean. Slovakia's biggest faux pas in this game have been their lack of coverage in the middle of the ice and right in front of their goaltender. They have gotten distracted. They start, and Sweden can do that to you. They'll mesmerize you with the puck movement, their ability to move the puck inside your own zone. You start watching them. You get drifting away from the spots that you should be. You don't pay attention to basic stuff in front of the net, which is your goaltender is going to try and make the first save. You better have some help in front. and there was nobody even close to Eriksson there.
No one's been able to cool off this Swedish team yet. They have been rolling. And we'll see, though, if Finland can do just that in the quarterfinal matchup on Thursday. So apparently Michael Granlund cross-checked the player in the neck area, was kicked out of the game 5 minutes in a game, and that can carry over IIHF. So we'll see the status of Granlund.
Yeah, not a smart move there. Yeah, they crack down on that kind of stuff. That'll be it.
Kempe steals shot and deflects out of play.
You see Kempe slams the back of the net with that one. That's one guy that still just hasn't gotten to his game, right? Not goal scoring wise. He had a great start to the tournament, playing with Eriksson and Raymond. They were the best line. They were flying all over the place. They were making plays. Kempe was flying the zone, going on fly patterns, getting great looks, but nothing was going in for him, and still nothing going in. So what? No goals, 4 assists for the tournament.
Minute 40 remaining in this third period. 6th spot for Sweden. And they've looked sharp again, and they've just taken the life out of this Slovakian side. Here's Nemitz. Karavari shoot off the side of the net. Raymond took a big hit from Nemitz. Raymond slow to get up. Singel tried to chip it away. Raymond back up, and here's Burakovsky. Final minute. Burakovsky, I think, sensing that. Want to welcome the viewers that just watched Switzerland beat Finland. So Switzerland will be coming here to Ostrava, a quarterfinal matchup with Germany. And we know also in Ostrava, it'll be Sweden and Finland in the other quarterfinal. In this game, it's been all Sweden. They've really dominated a 6-1 game, a shorthanded goal, clinical play. They have really been the cream of this group the entire championship. They have never trailed in the tournament. My friend Brian Engblom says smooth. That's how they have played, and it is true. They've just had a really strong tournament thus far, and they're going to be perfect here in group play, not even giving up a single point.
It's a smooth dissection. They have the puck so much, but even defensively, the way they play, they limit your options. Their hockey IQ from one guy to the next. They move on you, they cut you down, they limit your options, turn the pucks over, puck possession, and then they tear you apart again over and over, and they've scored some of the prettiest goals of the tournament.
The only downside to this game, Martin Pospisil, he left this game with an injury. He didn't return for Slovakia, so you hope he can return for that quarterfinal matchup. So it'll be Slovakia taking on Canada in a quarterfinal, and Sweden will take on Finland. It's been a great time here thus far in group play, and we can't wait for the quarterfinals on Thursday.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of each team will be awarded by Raiffeisenbank International, official sponsor of the 2024 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The prizes will be presented by Tomáš Kužel, Director of the Regional Police Directorate, Eva Voleková, Tatra Bank. Best player of Team Slovakia, number 21, Miloš Kelemen. Best player of Team Sweden, Number 65, Karlsson. Dear all, please rise if you are able to for the national anthem of Sweden.
Lucas, the last time that you guys finished the group stage with a perfect record was 1953. What does it mean to you to know that you've just been so excellent here?
It's fun. I mean, you want to win every game, and we've done that. So it's a good start, but I think everyone's excited for the playoffs to begin.
Now, one of the things your group's been working on is the power play. You score in the power play 2 minutes and 20 seconds into this game. How did that set the tone?
It was a good start. I mean, power play is something we've been working on, and we got 2 from power today, so it was a good day. So trying to take that and move on.
Now you're going to be moving on and facing Finland. What do you think about that matchup in the quarterfinal?
It's fun. I mean, you play the Finns a lot growing up. It's kind of a rivalry, so they have a good team. They've been playing good, so we're excited to play them.
And then if you could answer this one in Swedish, what does it mean to know that you finished the group stage with a perfect record for the first time since 1953?
Det är roligt. Man vill alltid vinna varje match. Att, när man får chansen att göra det så är det kul. Men jag tror alla är laddade på slutspelet som ska börja nu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thomas, Sweden got it to a really quick start here in this game, and it felt like you guys just couldn't build any momentum. How did they make life tough for you?
Yeah, second period we didn't really, respect the system, and they scored a few goals. I mean, we lost 2 centers. It's hard. We're scrambling a little bit, with the lineup. But heads down, they were playing well. We have to be more ready for games like this. I mean, we got a great news, before the game. We made it to the quarterfinals, so we have to get ready. Take all the bad things from this game and try to improve before the next one.
Now Ivan scores his first goal of this World Championship. Slav passes to you, you pass to him. Amazing chemistry. What can you tell me about that goal?
Well, Slav made a nice play, and I saw Michael beat his guy. Just try to serve it for him. I was happy it was his first, and hopefully many more.
You talk about the good news before the game. You're going to be moving on to the quarterfinal, playing in Prague against Canada. What do you think about that matchup?
It's going to be tough, We have a lot of respect for them, but at the same time, we know if we play well and we will do a lot of good things in a game, we can beat anyone. So we're gonna get ready. We have a travel day tomorrow, and we'll take the rest and get ready. See some videos of them and try to prepare for the game.
And then if you could answer this one in Slovak, you mentioned you got the good news that you're going to the quarterfinal. What do you think about that matchup and just how you've progressed through this tournament?
Tak, myslím, že skupinová fáza nám dopadla veľmi dobre. Myslím, že okrem tohto zápasu sme zvládli všetky zápasy veľmi dobre. Veľmi sa tešíme, že sme postupili do štvrťfinále. Bude nás čakať náročný súper, ale myslím, že keď budeme hrať dobre, vieme zdolať naozaj všetkých, tak veľmi sa tešíme na štvrťfinálový zápas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ja, vart är musiken? Det är bara... Var är musik? Ja. Det är så svettigt och blött alltså. Det får vi ändra på alltså. Det är fel. Hej! Jag brände till fan 7 kilo idag. Det är helt sjukt. Det är jävla ringar. Isen. Ja.